Okay. So crinoline wafer paper sail, last one for today. So thanks for holding up. So that is a mixie, and I'm like right in front of a cooking show or something, because there is this stove, a gas stove. Okay. Why? Because on the induction, the what do you call this? Tawa, right? The induction stove compatible tawa like that is not flat. You have that induction stove something here, and so there is a bump here on the top, and so that bump does not allow this crinoline sail to just have a flat surface as it gets cooked up. So that is a single burner stove where you could do it on your home kitchen stove, right? And then a mixie. Now wafer paper, the recipe will be one wafer paper, but I have just not the full sized wafer paper. So first two of it, and then I'm going to take half of this to just cover up a little bit. For you, you will just take two full wafer paper, and for one wafer paper, it's 100 ml of water. And so now for two wafer paper, 200 ml of water, and right. And then I'm just going to tear up the wafer paper into smaller pieces. And put that in the jar of the mixie. Hopefully it just doesn't overflow. I've just taken the smaller jar. And I'm going to take half of this, like I said, to match up to two papers for 200 ml of water. Tear up. The other best thing maybe we could do, if we had a micro weighing scale, we could weigh how much is the weight of two or one wafer paper. And we could just also use the bits and pieces that we kept storing, right? By cutting down the petals of wafer paper. And now water, it's measured. So I'm just going to pour in all in. 200 ml, and I'm just trying to close so it doesn't overflow. So it's tightly sealed. No, it did. I think maybe we'll just shift it to a bigger jar. For one paper and then 100 ml of water, it would have still been fine. So that doesn't matter. I'll just change it to the middle-sized one. So that's how it is going to look in between. Hope you get to see. Just a bit of water might have gone out, right? Let's see how it turns out. So I'm just going to close this. Let's check how it looks now. I mean, showing it right here. Is going to grind it quite fine. like make it into a fine watery mixture. Let me just show how it looks. Like a starch mixture. Okay, so let me just get this mixie out. We don't need this now. And then the bowl. I'm going to pour this into the bowl. And now color. Now, while I'm going to add the color, I'm going to get the stove on. I think we don't have a lighter because we were not prepared for a gas stove, except for the times when we have to do the crinoline sail. It's better I turn it towards me. I mean, should I switch the thing on? Is that on? Switch the AC off. Is it switched off? Okay, so I'm going to put this and going to allow this to heat up, right? Now, in the meantime, let's just get this colored. I'll just do a mild brown, warm brown. So colors added, and if you want like multiple colors, once you've just done making this liquid paste, you can divide them into multiple bowls and then add different colors as well. So now this stuff is ready for me. I need a plate so I could just pick it up from here and then keep it. So this for me to remove, it's nothing but making a dosa, right? I call it rava dosa, and that's how it looks at the end. So it's like the starch, like a very watery batter. So let's try to just take a ladle full of the mixture and pour it. I wait for the bubbles and allow it to just be all by itself. And sometimes I also feel like, I'll just go spread it out and allow all the water to go off. Let it completely dry up. And sometimes you get it like a proper full circle, and sometimes you just have breaks here and there, but doesn't matter because we are just going to anyway add it on the cake to make it looks like it is having movement. Allow the water to completely evaporate. So you can see this side is all drying up, right? So that's how the entire thing should turn up. So you shouldn't be having any of this bubbles coming in at all. Just wait for all the moisture to go up, and it is going to lift by itself, like you can see here. It's just lifting by itself there, right? And that's how the entire thing will just lift by itself. So almost it is getting lifted by itself like that. But yes, because of not much kitchen skills, right? I prefer now to use this to go behind and get this beautiful stuff out and placed here. I really love this sail. I thought I shouldn't miss adding it here, because initially when I made the course content, I never had this, but then later on I felt like I have to include this. So the next one goes, let me add a ladle full. So while that's getting cooked, I'm just going to show this one up. And look at the beautiful texture. I mean, it's just see-through on the white plate. And sometimes it's just open like that to see how beautiful it gets. Okay, it's like not like a cloth that you can fold up and all. Sometimes it just breaks and sometimes it just cracks also. But very, very gently, we could just fold it up to use it on the cake, showing that texture and the movement. Now it just comes in very, very handy when we are going to use it on modern wedding cakes. I'm just moving the stove again in the front. I'm waiting for that, all the liquids to just go off. And then we will have the second one done. I will do the third one off the screen. Any questions particular to this, I will answer right now. And for the Q&A, I'm going to take a break and then come back quickly after say 10-15 minutes to have the Q&A for end of today's session. This recipe is not there in PDF. Which recipe? I think you can just write it down. It's pretty simple. 1 wafer paper and 100 ml water. And so how many ever wafer papers you're using, so much ml, you will just multiply it. Can be powdered and then added. No need to powder. Just stir up and in water just works. Flame is low or medium. Actually, in this, it is quite high. Because you just want the water to just evaporate, and medium is going to take extra time. So high should be fine. High is what I'm using right now. So high is fine. All have doubts on low and high. I mean, you could do it in low, but obviously it's going to take time, right? High works. I'm just waiting for a little bit of water there. This sounds exciting, right? This cooking part and then frying part and then using it on top of cake. I was quite skeptical for some time. Should be jasmine. It's nothing like a rava dosa, and then that's nothing like a rice puppet. And are we going to put them on cake? But obviously now it's very trending, and then so it doesn't come out as one single circle, is also quite fine. Okay, so this is how this one looks, but yet that has its own beauty. Okay, so this is the one that has come out, and even if that the exact C, if I'm able to just use it on a cake, it would just be really very gorgeous. So carefully putting them, I'm just going to add the third one, and then I go quickly get a 10-minute break. Question: gel color, liquid color is fine. Yes, it's looking beautiful. Thank you. Should this be done only on non-stick pan? Not, yeah, I think non-stick pan should be good, right? I'll pour all of it. You guys want to wait to see how to store the room temperature? Quite fine. Oil used for rice paper puff. Cooking oil, like how you do your any frying, puppet frying, just that. And it's just going to be on the outside of the cake. It doesn't matter even if you're going to use olive oil or flavor oil or flavorless oil. Doesn't matter what you use for your home. I'm making it on high. And allowing all the way water to go. I think this is also going to look like the crescent one. So let this finish cooking. I'll just have it transferred. All Gumpis and Fondant related and added rice sales and vapor sales related room temperature is enough. Correct. Yes. Fondant and Gumpis, because there is sugar in that. Anything sugar, any sweets which you made, which has sugar in it, you wouldn't just leave it in room temperature, right? You put it in an airtight container. And even if you put it in an airtight container, they will go wasted, right? Because there is humidity inside that box. So to absorb that is why we need to have the bowl of baking soda and silica gel packs. Rice and vapor paper is just that there's no moisture in it. Moisture is all gone and it's just starch. So simple starch being in room temperature is fine. So it's almost getting done. Let's see how this one comes out. And what you could do, this session will still be on, no? You can start writing in your queries of what we could just discuss on the Q&A, but I'll just mute it out for some time. Go get a break and then come back, sit down and then answer your queries for today. Also, you also getting late. And it doesn't matter for me to stay back and answer your queries. But then the point is, do not ask queries that would be there for tomorrow. You know what is going to be there for tomorrow, right? So we just hold on to tomorrow's queries. Whatever you just watched today, and that specific thing you have a doubt, and that you ask now, that will be more relatable. So I know that you watched and then you have a doubt. So it is easier for me to just talk to you about what I did today. Common ones we could just discuss tomorrow. Okay. So we just don't want to drag up both the days. Okay, so now this is done. I'm going to switch off the stove. So beautiful. There are breaks, but that doesn't matter. Okay. So this also I'm just going to put it on the plates. And this is going to be room temperature until I'm going to need this tomorrow to decorate the cake. So a quick 10-minute break. I'll catch up on the Q&A. Keep typing queries. And if I have like quite a good amount of queries, I know that I have to manage the time and then I'll get back to talking. Also stick to queries that have been done today of whatever we did from the morning till today evening right now. And we'll discuss that. Common questions, we'll catch up tomorrow. Yeah.